So, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I was going to be replacing the water pump. Thinking all the noise and everything that it was doing was the water pump. Then I found myself spraying some lubricant down in here, and the noise would go away for a little while. Come to find out, that's not the water pump. The water pump's down here. That's a whole nother deal. So after doing some research, I found out that if my clutch fan just spins like it's doing, and when I shut off the vehicle, it just keeps spinning for a little while after the vehicle shut off, that clutch fan was bad. So I get down here, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to take out the clutch fan, and I get down in here to where there's the, see if I can show you. The belt tensioner, you see that? Can you see that, how it's broken? Look at this crap. That's broken. Just flopping around in there. So that's broken too. So it's making a lot of noise because I started it up. And I'm not going to start it up again because I have to hook the battery back up. But that part, the tensioner has definitely got to be replaced. So when I replace that, my thing is, okay, replace the tensioner. I would imagine the clutch fan is still bad unless there's an issue with, I can't see why there'd be an issue. Everything else turns, the belt spins, but the tensioner, that's actually broke. That pulley inside the tensioner down there is broke. So that's my latest adventure. So I'm watching YouTube videos on how to get this clutch fan off because I ordered another one today because it seems to not be working well. It's spin, like I said, when I shut off the vehicle, it keeps spinning and it's supposed to do that. And all the noise I thought it's making, it might be just that down there because there's a lot of noise coming down there from where it's rattling around because it's literally come apart. But while I was at it, I'd bought the water pump to go under there. I bought the water pump, bought a new thermostat for there, and I bought new hoses. So I'm going to pull this clutch fan because I imagine that's wrong too because that's acting really screwed up. Get that out of the way. Probably do the water pump while I'm at it, the thermostat and everything. And then I'm going to find me the tensioner that I need. And it looks like I can get it from underneath. Try to get that fixed as well. So I'll be replacing the tensioner, the clutch fan, the water pump, the thermostat, and the upper and lower radiator hoses. And I can start on that. I've got stock springs and drop spindles to take place of the 3-inch drop springs, which I don't like and which I will not advise going the cheap way. $100 set of springs. And when I got a set of spindles for $200, bought a new set of stock springs because I'm not throwing the old stock springs back under it. I've got heads for it, cam, timing chain. I'm putting a new water pump on it, all new belts and hoses, all new gaskets. It's got a 4-barrel Edelbrock and a 4-barrel Edelbrock manifold on it, headers and dual exhaust. And then I'm going to replace the gas tanks because I've got those sitting in my room waiting to go next. When I say total mayhem adventures, that's what I mean. Everything's adventure. But I did trade the wheels out the other day on my truck and got these. Now, if you noticed, I had the stock set of wheels. I traded them to a buddy of mine for a nice set of chrome wheels, set of Venoms. 20 by 20s are really hard to keep clean and were really a little too wide. They kept rubbing and everything. So I put them on Marketplace on Facebook for a trade. Old boy hit me up like 3 days later. Brand new set of Moto Metals 17s with a brand new set of Terra Hunters tires, some Venom power says. 33 12.5 by 17s. A little more aggressive than I wanted, but hey, they're brand new tires, where 2 of the other tires weren't very good condition off the other rims. But he needed them. He was putting a 6-inch lift on his Ram and he needed a bigger rim, and he was more than happy to trade me, and I was more than happy to trade him back. So they're black. They match. You know, they're good looking wheels. They're a little dirty, but they're in great shape. Tires, like I said, are brand new. Well, the wheels and tires are both brand new. He said less than a year. And he took care of his stuff, so it actually looks like it. And I got to put a pump in my Yamaha motor because it's not pumping water. Yeah. Just all kinds of neat stuff going on. But anyway, if you want to keep an eye out, watch the videos, see how these things turn out. I'm not going to sit here and do a whole lot of step-by-step stuff, just for the fact that if you want to learn how to do something, YouTube will show you, just like I'm learning. So half the time, instead of me video what I'm doing, I'm usually watching what I'm getting ready to do. Just like this right here. I'd have never thought that pulley was bad. Like I said, I thought it was the water pump. And then I realized it wasn't the water pump. Then I figured it was the clutch fan. And it still seems to me that the way it spins. But I mean, the tensioner's not holding either. So if the tensioner's not holding, everything's spinning. Everything's spinning. Yep, everything's spinning. So maybe that has something to do with it. So what I'll probably do is do the tensioner first. Fire this, put the belt back on it, fire it up. See how that goes. If the sound goes away, then I'll know I'm good. And then if I still feel froggy, still feel like putting everything back together, which I want to do anyway, I will. But you know, saving a little money here and there. That was only 54 bucks. Water pump was only 45. Thermostat's nothing. The hoses are nothing. And the new belt, that's just a given. I think every once in a while you should replace the belt. This one's kind of wore anyway. 210,000 miles on this little truck. It's a nice little truck. It ran really good until all this stuff started happening. But that's what I got going on here. That's what I'm going to be doing here the rest of the week. And since I wound up in the hospital with heart issues, I can't be doing a whole lot of other kind of stuff. And I'm not going to let the stress of this mess me up. It's like the wife said, oh, is this just another way of talking me into putting an LS in this truck? I'm like, no, it's not. Even though I have really good access to a really nice LS and transmission right now, no. That's my next project. If this motor ever goes, if this stuff doesn't work, which it should, but if the motor ever goes, I'll probably just be looking at yanking that motor, putting it in this truck, putting an LS in that truck, and going on with it. Because that one's probably going to be around a lot longer than this one, but I've always wanted a small truck with a V8. Man. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share with somebody. Somebody's got to enjoy watching me about half kill myself over these vehicles. Y'all have a great day. Woo, boy. Okay. So like I said, we found out that the belt tensioner pulley was broke. It just totally was destroyed. So went down to my famous AutoZone that I go to all the time. I like it because after you spend so much money, you get discounts. Whew, I'm a little tired, just crawling off the ground. But want to start this. So I looked up the diagram for the new belt, ran it everywhere it's supposed to go. Like I said, we got the new bearing, the new pulley down here on the tensioner. Everything else looked good to me. That might have been the whole reason for the noise. And I have a video of the noise that I can put up with this video as well. And now's the moment of truth. Keep looking at it, keep saying, okay, let's look. All the belts look good. They're all in the grooves. Their diagram's right. So we're going to start this thing up. We're going to start it up, and you're going to find out just like I do. All right, we're going to my truck, and we're going to kick it over, and listen to that. The sound's gone. Look at that. So, I bought a water pump, thermostat. I ordered a clutch fan. All these things just to find out. It was the tension pulley. That was down there at the bottom was making all that noise. That's why it wasn't overheating. Like, was it overheating? I'm like, no. I said, but I've never really ran it since I started hearing the noise. I'd driven it, came home, and I'd never really driven it. In other words, the noise started happening all of a sudden. This sounds like brand new with 209. $34 part. Now, do I go through all the trouble of putting a new water pump in here, new clutch fan, new thermostat? I think I'll throw the thermostat in there. I think I'll throw the hoses on there. But I think other than that, I think we're good. Listen to this thing, 209,000 miles. Lord have mercy. But you had to tear everything apart just to find the issue. And I went through one thing to another, like I thought it was my AC compressor. Nope. Thought it was my water pump. Realized the water pump wasn't over there making the noise. Let's see something now since this is all done. Let me shut it off. See, my fan keeps spinning, but I don't know if that's okay. I mean, everything was fine before. What I need to do is go get some gas. Actually, I have some, I think, over there. I think somebody stole my gas out of my truck. I really don't know. But I think for now, I think I might have found that issue, and I think it was a whole lot simpler than I thought it was. The tension pulley came apart. That was the whole problem. This thing sounds so good now. Sounds so good now. Sounds so good. All I'm going to do is replace the thermostat, upper and lower hoses, and a brand new belt. Oh man. Oh. Sounds so good. And while I was at a yard sale the other day, I found this. $1. Maybe you can stay all night. Shall I leave you? Oh yeah, we're back in action. Put everything back together. Be a good day. $210,000 miles. She ready to roll. She got a fresh oil change. She's got a new serpentine belt. She's got upper and lower radiator hoses. Got a new tension pulley. That's enough for me right now. This little truck's ready to go. I love this little truck.